なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, what's going on, eFam? Raiyuden here. I've seen this question show up in my comment section. People were wondering what kind of equipment builds they would recommend for Rose and any of the new characters going forward. So you let me know if you're interested in an equipment guide for every major release. I'm not really sure. I just think the recommended page doesn't do a bad job, but I guess I could also help point out where these equipment are. So I'll make this quick. Rose. Whenever I showcase these characters, I always have them at just a singular copy. And because I only have them at a single copy, I often like using the Legends ranking equipment to boost up their baseline stats. But for Rose, it's a little bit different. It's going to be very different, mainly because this collab came with one of the best equips ever for them, which is this. This is a must run on Rose. It's not negotiable. 15% max health is huge for a character of his caliber, especially with his debuff. His disruptive effects. When his HP falls below 50%, he'll heal 30% of his health and disrupt your opponent. Adding 15% to that HP pool just further lengthens the survivability of the character and allows him to sponge more total damage throughout the fight. You're less at risk of him dying. This also provides double defense and double offense. This is like the holy grail of an equipment. Majin Buu Saga got the exact same equip, and every single Majin Buu Saga character since has had to run this thing. It is that good. So this is your must run for Rose. Now, number 2, you could argue this is something you absolutely must run for him, especially if he's at lower stars. This is because 35% base strike is tremendous, but the cherry on top is this character also gets the pure strike attack and pure strike defense. The strike defense is important. You want to take a look at what the meta looks like right now. What kind of teams do you run into the most often, right? When we had a ranged team, people would still try to have strike-based builds, and by doing that, they would not have enough blast defense. So all these ranged teams look like they're hitting way harder, but no one was prepared for it. In this case, look at the meta. You're going to see Rose everywhere, strike-oriented character. You're going to see Ultra Trunks far more frequently, strike-oriented character. You're going to see a lot of Buuhan, strike-oriented character. Yellow Bardock is still everywhere. Defense type, but more strike-oriented. Ultra Namagoku, same idea, strike-oriented. Think about the blue cards that they have as well. Rose, melee blue. Same thing with Bardock. Same thing with Buuhan. Same thing with Ultra Trunks. Everybody's going to have a melee blue, so really bolstering your strike defense is wise. So this piece of equipment is very strong. So you can go with that as a second option. You could also... Actually, before I say that, another piece of equipment that I think might be a mandatory run is this one. 2 reasons. 1, health restoration. This is a character that has a big amount of healing as part of his disrupt, so it wouldn't hurt to have an increased boost to the health restoration. Number 2, he provides the mainline offensive stat, a ton of it as well, 32% of it. And number 3, the big one, max HP. The hierarchy of survivability for the characters will always be the max HP pool. You want to have as much HP as possible, so a piece of equipment that offers like your main offensive stat with HP is pretty valuable. That's why the Majin Buu Saga-esque equipment is so good, because it gives everything. The defense, the offense, and the max HP. It's the holy trinity of equipment. So this thing is probably a must run for this character as well. So you're looking at 2 equips that give him plenty of HP, plenty of main offensive stat. The third one is what you can play around with. So you can go with this one, like I said, and this allows you to have Rose in the leader slot for any team that you want, because his equipment are not hinging on allies. You could try to go with a more offensive-based one like this one if your Rose is at higher stars. You're probably going to want to shift your focus on defense more towards offense, because if you're somebody that wants to make sure that when you get that priority, you end the fight. I mean, that's kind of why you limit break these characters. going more on the offense could be the kind of thing that you would want. You want to make sure that every priority you have, you leverage further. And this is especially true if you are going to run Rosé with Ultra Trunks, because Ultra Trunks is also a weapon wielder character. So you're looking at double base offenses with double pure offenses as well. If you didn't want to opt for that, you can always go with the other equip that's been around for a little bit. It is this one here, because this one also provides the double offense, double pure offense with a little bit of baseline strike attack. But I think those are the ones that I would go with for Rosé. You let me know in the comment section below what else you would try to run with him. It's going to differ depending on team build. Like, hey, if you're crazy and you want to run 13 with him and you want to do like a blue purple, you could roll with this just because you are running with another movie saga ally. But the one thing that cannot be changed, can't be emphasized further, is this is a must run equip. This is a must run equip. Now, some of you will ask me, where do you find this equip? I'll show you. To get those equips, you have to go to the event page. You then have to go to the new story event and then clear all the stages, and it's over here. It's a little bit further down. This is where you're going to find all the equips. So that's going to be very nice. Also, don't forget that the Hoi-Poi event is how you can get more Z power for these characters. So finish this event. You see Trunks has Z power there. This is a little ticket that you get that you could use for the ticket banner, which is a multi. On the banner, you can get yourself a potential other copy of any of these characters. And then the final tree here has Z power for Rosé. For the Hoi-Poi thing, as you navigate through the steps, you can get Z power for different characters. So as you can tell, step 1, you're going to get 300 for Trunks. Step 3, you get these 20 coins to exchange for Vegeta. But then the final step, and this is just you infinitely churning out Hoi-Poi coins, you can pick up this. So do you guys remember how it used to be like a 600 LFZ power? It was just, you just keep committing your energy and your skip tickets to skipping through Hoi-Poi to pick up more of these coins. And then you go to the exchange shop. If this could load faster. You're going to go to the exchange shop, which has all of the Z powers to exchange for. So you might find it funny that Legends has found a way to really drain your resources here. And it's also funny because if you go to the shop and you take a look at these card sleeve things, this time, not only do they offer art seeds, they also offer skip tickets and energy. Yeah, so they really want to push people to buying these things. They really wanted to get their return and investment here for this collaboration. But that's how I build Rosé. Oh my god, they're even selling energy packs, these guys. I didn't even notice this was here. These guys are crazy. Either way, that's how I build Rosé. Let me know if you'd switch it up. I think those are going to be, those two equips are going to be the mainstay equips. But the final equip is going to differ based off of how you build Rosé, what kind of team you put him on as well. And then when it comes to getting the equipment, I showed you it's in the story page. And then if you want to find some Z power scattered around for all the Xenoverse 2 characters, it's going to be through there. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think, if you think these are helpful. But until next time, peace.